Do you ever wake up and your mind's going here, going there, going everywhere? You're like, no, not again. I can't take it. I want to be somewhere else. I just don't want to be here. I want to be someone else. You're in luck. Well, today we're going to talk about these habits that we can create to change the situation. 3 simple habits. And before I forget, please, if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification button. And after you watch a video, wait till the end, go down the bottom and write a positive comment in. It helps me so I can help share with you what you want to know. And if you're already subscribing, I thank you very much. Before I get into the main part, I just want to share with you that the clients I work with that have been extremely successful are the ones that actually do the homework. What I mean by homework, there's certain things that we need to do on a daily basis, maybe every day, maybe 3 times a day, maybe every second day. But the more we create those new habits, the more they've been successful. And these habits and changes and little things we have to do are definitely doable within our reach. So if they're within our reach, there's something we can do. So the more we make them part of our life, the more our life can change, because these things are here to help you. These are here to help you. Remember, homework isn't something extra. It's something of a bonus to help change your life. The time you spend in here, I consider very, very valuable. These can set new pathways in our mind, the way we think, the way we do things. It's just a constant, even we can do things like a little bit of exercise. These new things that we change can be part of our life to help our life feel better. So one of the important things, if not the first one, is we have to understand it is possible to change. You could say to me, you've tried many times. You've tried this, you've tried that. Very fine, I'd be very happy to hear that. I appreciate you sharing that with me. But one thing I'm going to say back to you through science, is through neuroplasticity, is it is able to change. How we change it, that's for another talk. But you just have to understand at this 3 points we're going to talk about. The first one is we have to understand that it is possible to change. And through understanding and accepting that we can change, that itself can be a major game changer. Because otherwise, if we're going to keep saying, no, we can't change, we're going to get stuck the same way. Because what is that? That's a daily habit that you've created that you don't want. But you're going to tell me, I don't want it. Yes, but the body understands it's a habit. So what happens with a habit? It becomes taken on of something that it does in repetition because it knows it's going to get the same response. So it thinks this is what it's want. So by understanding that it is possible to change, what are we doing? We've just created a new daily habit. A habit that we can work on and say it is possible to change. So by understanding, accepting, I can change because through neuroplasticity, it can happen. So the more times during the day that we catch ourselves out and say, oh, that bad habit, I'm stuck in again. I'm not looking forward to waking up. No, realize there are options available. And the more that we understand it and the more we accept it, we're now changing. We're creating new habits. So see, it is possible. The second one, which I think is very important, I know myself, I wanted to be this person that wanted to be the fighter. I wanted to knock it out. Not that I am not physically talking about violence. We're just talking about, theoretically, start again. The second one is accepting it what it is. I was, for many years, wanted to be the one that wanted to knock it out. Not that I promote violence, please. It's just a metaphor. Saying that I was like, nope, I'm not going to put up with it. I'm going to knock it out. But guess what? It was still there. It wasn't going to move an inch. I kept fighting it and fighting it, and different parts of the body can't take the pain. So I was learned over time, why am I fighting it? Instead, I learned that it's there to help me to be a better person. So now I accept it. It's there and there's a chance to grow, and there's a chance, remember, through new repetition, we're creating new ways. We do it on a daily basis. Even better still, if every time it comes up, we try and catch ourselves out and replace it with what we do want. When I mean catch ourselves out, it's like, oh, it's about to go into the old habit. Now we're going to try and bring in the new habit. So instead of trying to fight it and creating excess stress on ourselves, so now we're going to do it in a calm way and realize, okay, it's there. What can I learn out of it? It's beneficial for me to learn from it and grow from it. So the more times I take the positive out of it, the more times the body's going to learn new ways. Very, very important to just accept it. I'm not saying that we have to give in to it and go follow the old ways. We just know that it's there. Look at it another way. Like our current thoughts can be considered like a strong flowing river. Do you want to try and paddle up against it? Have you got the strength to try and overcome it? It's going to take up a lot of energy. And even if you do get to the end of it, you're going to be so worn out that you're not going to have anything left. Or you could try another way. Let's think at it. Is this current strong just through the middle? Can we go to the sides? Or is the side strong and go through the middle? Or maybe we have to come out of the river, go around. Let's use our mind that's very capable and look at it, approach it another way. Instead of going into battle and trying to constantly fight it, try another way. Come around the side, the same thing. Instead of constantly trying to fight it, getting upset with it, because all this is actually doing the opposite. Because the more we get upset with it, the more we get frustrated with it, the more we're trying to fight it, the mind and body will take this on. It's like, wow, this is what you want. I'm going to give you more of it. And you're like, I don't want more of it. So it's like, you don't want more of it? I'll give you, it's like this whole vicious circle going around and around and around. So then the third point, which is also very important, instead of going, I can hear this noise, I don't want it, fighting it. So what do? So what do? We accept it. We know we can change it. Then what's the third one? Well, let's work on changing it. Start focusing our mind on what we do want. Instead of waking up, oh, I feel frustrated with your thoughts. Focus on waking up calm. Focus on doing all these things. Focus on your day being where you want it to be. I would love to share much more with you on this subject in another video. But the more that we start, remember, the more frustration we're doing, we're instilling it and making it stronger. You know, it's like a tap. If you want less water to come out, do you turn it on more or you turn it on less? Well, if you turn it on less, it means you're dialing it down. But if we keep saying it and thinking it, what are we doing? We're actually turning it on more, the tap more and more. So more of those thoughts and more that vicious pattern is coming around. So we're going to dial the tap back the other way to what we want. And that way we can have the flow that works, and then we can replace it with the thoughts that we do want. So then we become more dominant over time through repetition of what we do want. And then what the whole aim of it is, God willing, is to have thoughts that are going to be productive for us and the lifestyle we want. Before I forget, we're actually offering free consultations, probably 15-20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. So if you have any questions that you want to talk directly to myself, please click on the link below, the email requesting it. We can do it either through the phone, or if you're outside the country, we can do it through other means as well. This way I can answer some questions for you. And at the same time, we're going to have an upcoming course, maybe around late April. We haven't confirmed the exact date at the moment. This way we can get you all together in a forum where you can have my support through email. You can be inside the chat group, and we can start on about a 6 to 8 week course, learning how to change yourself, help bring in calmness, help to bring in mindfulness, and help you to start focusing on what you do want. Thank you very much.